since we woke. Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Carter. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Carter. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Looking to throw. Carter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Off the play fake. Carter rolling to his right. That's complete. Okure-Bunan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Back to throw again. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going with Lindsey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Second and goal from the 6 this time. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Back to throw. Carter. Dancing to his left. He may try hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and...
Going on the ground, it's White. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be third and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ronald Jones.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Carter. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Carter, off play action. Being chased out left. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Carter eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it, 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Buccaneers 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
"56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Carter throwing on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Carter going to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll try and run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Down at the
4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Broncos.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out quickly to Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw is Carter from the gun on 3rd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
First down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. His throw incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Carter. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Albert Okuebuna, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14. Buccaneers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll begin by running the option. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. And, gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Starts with a run by White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good.
Broncos 28, Buccaneers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 5. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. The pitch comes to Lindsey. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and
11.
At the 24-yard line.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. He's at the 40. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's White. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The Bucks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Carter now on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Logan.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. From the gun, Carter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Carter. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Number 87.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rolling to his right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a third and about 13. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
39-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We better than that.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
The Broncos 15-yard line.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Carter. On the crossing route, complete. It's Logan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Here we go. 79 Bronco. Check. Choose the mic.
From the gun, Carter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st down.
Off play action. Carter. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take in the next one? He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Scotty Miller. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Whoosh.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's